Gentleman from Kentucky.
Mr. Speaker, in closing, I would just reiterate once again, far from undercutting states, the Sense Act offers the best solution for states. EPA in these two regulations are dictating to the states what can and cannot be done. Even if the states wanted to take additional action, they would have to meet the requirements of those regulations. And the Sense Act makes minor modifications to the cross-state air pollution rule and the mercury and air toxic standards, does not raise the cap of the emissions, and I have a great deal of respect for both of the gentlemen on the other side of the aisle who have different views on this subject, but I can tell you, the generating plants that are burning coal to produce electricity have not talked to us at all about being concerned about the Sense Act. They're overwhelmingly concerned about the Clean Energy Plan, which is basically going to change every aspect of the way they do business if the courts do not rule it a violation of the Clean Air Act. In closing, I would just say once again, I think as a member of Congress and as Congress people, we do have the responsibility to step in and change some parts of the Clean Air Act if we view it's in the best interest of the American people. And because these coal refuge plants have already cleaned up, recycled over 200 million tons of coal refuse by combusting it to produce electricity, and the overall caps are not going to be raised. There's going to be minor modifications. So we're going to continue to clean up these refuge piles. We're going to continue to protect 1,200 direct jobs, 4,000 indirect jobs, $84 million in payroll. And it seems to me that the benefits far outweigh the negative aspects of this legislation. And for that reason, I would respectfully request our colleagues to support 3797 and pass this legislation. And I'll yield back the balance of my time.